Hi, my name is Garrett. Thank you so much for tuning into this channel. Today we are talking about Jumex. Jumex is somebody that I recently did a video on. Thank you so much for all the support on that video. So much so that the comment section has brought forth so much information that I wish I knew making that video. So I'm going to use this as the opportunity to kind of follow up and bring you some of the best information that I could find, especially over this weekend. There's a lot of weird shit going on. There's like a fake album that seems to be popping up on Spotify and Apple Music. You have his label pretty much not being involved with the publishing of that fake album, and you also have he's been releasing music under a different name, like an alter ego, for the past couple months. That's all stuff that I didn't cover in that video, and I think it really does tie a nice bow on the question that is, what happened to Jumex? I think we should just jump right into it, and the best way to do that is just to check out his Instagram. There's no posts. He had amounted over 242,000 subscribers or followers on Instagram, which is kind of crazy. And his bio just says, "I'm your ex-best friend, love Jumex." If you go to his Twitter, there's 0 tweets, 7,000 followers there. But there is this alt account that I did find, and it does go back to his main account. So I think this is like his old account, and there's posts on there from as early as May of this year. So this one, he seems to be somewhat active. So if you do want to go check that out, you can do that. Again, just all the information and stuff that people are throwing out in this comment section is some of the best commenters I've ever had on a video. So thank you if anyone was down there helping me out, giving me some info that maybe I missed, or some context that was needed. But going into his alter ego, you're gonna be looking at this goodnightm4rk, with a 4 instead of an A. He seems to have released a couple little projects. From what I've listened to, it's very it's almost like a moodier, or like it feels like Jumex's music was like acid washed in a washer and dryer. It's not bad, it's just not really what I'm looking for right now, so I wasn't spending too much time, but I do remember listening to Don't Talk to Me and enjoying it. So there are some stuff, and if you are a Jumex fan, you're not gonna have any problems listening to goodnightm4rk. As it says right here on his Genius page, goodnightm4rk is the experimental alter ego of Mark Anthony Keisling, who is known by his main stage name of Jumex. If you find his YouTube, you'll see it has 687 subscribers, so some people are catching on and finding this. So if you want to go check it out, that's the best 2 ways to do so. What I wanted to do is just look at Cortan Records one time, because it seems like they've completely dropped him from all situations, and I think that's why his Instagram is looking so empty, is because they probably have control over it and they're probably locking him out or something of that nature. And why they're no longer interested in him, I'm not too sure. If you go to their Instagram, their last time that they posted anything really having to do with him was earlier this year, but like around Valentine's Day if I'm not mistaken. But they did promote his EP, the last one that he personally released, back in November of 2019. But after that, they really switch over to this judo guy, which I talked about on the last video, what happened to Lil Jumex. And now it seems that they're actually all in on this new artist by the name of Payday. And honestly, she's very interesting. From all the music that I've been paying attention to, I'm a big fan. There's 2 particular mixtapes that you could go check out called Puke Tapes Volume 1, and then Volume 2 just dropped like a week or so ago. But Volume 2 does feature this song Party, and I think it is well worth your time to check out. See, it's like not Jumexy at all, but it is very catchy, and I think that this is someone to keep an eye out on if you are just interested in music. But as far as Cortan Records go, I don't know, it seems a little sketchy the way that they just kind of dropped this guy out of nowhere, where he's clearly the most successful one out of the group. And this could be Jumex's doing, where he doesn't want to work with them, which is more power to him. Either way, it is such a weird turn of events where you see Jumex not really, it doesn't even look like he has control over this verified 250,000 follower account, and then you go to his Twitter, same thing, nothing, following nobody. Lil Jumex alt account is still pretty dead, and you know, everyone's just kind of up in arms with question marks. But at least we've kind of tracked this whole artistry down, so if you are interested, there is this. But even fishier is this. Baby, I'm a boner. Whoa. Like, apparently he's put out an EP yesterday, which was September 26, 2020, under a different publisher, but not Cortain Records. This straight up just says Drink More Jumex. But the fishy thing is that it's kind of on its, it looks like it got tagged to the wrong Jumex account. Because, like, if you look up the name Jumex just on Apple Music, and I apologize if you can't see this very well on screen, but if you just look up the name Jumex, there's two different artists that pop up. There's this one, and then there's this one. This is the one that, you know, we know and love with all these different releases. You got Loner on here, you got Lover, you know, his most recent single, Breakable, XOXO, Trapped. This is the one, you know, with all the music videos tied up to it as well. But when you do look it up, there is this other one. And then when you click on that, yesterday, September 26th, they released an album called Boner EP, and it pretty much shares almost the exact same cover art as Loner. So while some people I saw on Reddit, someone tagged me in it, I think, and they were like, hey, he released a new album. But what I think this actually is someone, maybe not him, or definitely not his label, whoever was usually uploading the music to these streaming services, is I don't think the same person who's trying to upload Boner and successfully did. And a lot of these songs are released from before, even Emotions, which is a song that someone shouted out in the comment section of the last video I did, and they were just like, hey, this is a good example of an earlier song where he was screaming a lot, and it seems to be getting re-released. See You in Hell I enjoyed. When I listened through this album, I did take a listen. Emotions and See You in Hell were my top favorites, but those were also the two that I had found just through various, again, you guys in the comment section of that last video really went to work. So again, if there's anything that you do want to point out that I maybe am missing, please chime in and let me know. But yeah, this Boner EP doesn't really seem to be like a legit Jumex release, and if it is, it's going to be him completely independent, which I don't know how that would work if he owns the name Jumex, because that also gets fishy with the whole juice company. So I don't know how much he really owns of the name Jumex, but I don't know. Obviously, I just don't think he would make an album called Boner when he has one called Loner and then just use the same fucking cover art. But this seems like something someone's doing just to get these songs on streaming for some reason. So I think that's kind of interesting. I do appreciate it. And I just wanted to point that out because, again, you don't really see these types of things, this type of situation go down in this type of way too often. And it just seems like the cord was just unplugged from this guy. Like there's no longer any like label life support or anything. It just seems like he's on an island, and if I had to guess, he's probably trying to figure out what the fuck to do, because even those Goodnight Mark tracks are good, not everybody is finding them, and he can't access, it seems, these social media accounts. So it's like he can't really tell people to go fuck with Goodnight Mark. So I think we should definitely still be keeping an eye on it. But as far as what happened to Jumex between this video and the last one, I think we really did come down to the bottom of it. And one, the label isn't involved anymore. Two, creatively, I'm thinking he's trying to find his way through Goodnight Mark and other things. And three, I just think those old styles that they signed him for, maybe that like hourglass got flipped and, time ran out, and what was hot is no longer hot, and that happens. That's the ebbs and flows of the music industry, and unfortunately, it seems that Jumex was just another culprit of that. But what do you think of Jumex? Where do you think he should go? Are you gonna listen to this Boner EP, Baby I'm a Boner? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for all the support on this channel. You guys have been great. I really hope today is the day that I did earn your subscription. I do appreciate your time. Take care of yourselves. Follow me on Twitter, YoGurt, YOOGRRTT, Instagram as well. Now in rotation on those two platforms as well. Take care of yourselves. Thank you so much again, and that is all, you beautiful folks.